Okay, hi everyone. I'm here with 3K2, the coach of the team Dignitas. We're going to face NIP Gaming for a place in the Final Four. It's a really tough game. Last time you faced that team, it was a month ago, but it was a really hard game for you. How does it feel now? You're pretty confident because you had a good level on this event.
Yeah, I think for our players, okay, last time we faced them, we were a new team. We hadn't played too much, but the confidence was the very big thing. We played way too scared. Also because we just hadn't played enough together, so everyone was a little shaky. What was everyone else doing? But now we've had a good run this far in this tournament, and at least yesterday we played really well individually, so we feel a lot better now.
Yeah. Speaking about NIP Gaming, they're experiencing some, trouble inside of the team right now. They're kind of searching them, trying Faith Lauren as a new leader. Do you think it's something gonna work for you, or do you think that they're still very, very impressive and very hard to play?
Yeah, I think it's so hard to say because we don't. I mean, when you're not actually in their team, you don't know how the changes feel for them, and they've always just been so strong individually, and that's still what we fear from them. It's not so much amazing tactics, it's more that they make so many good decisions from every player during every round. So no matter what situation they're in, they will very often get like something good out of it. So I think for how we look at them changing their strat leader doesn't really make a change.
Okay, but your players are really strong individually too, especially about Cajun. Did I say it right?
Cajun.
Cajun. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Cajun is the last player you joining your team, and at this moment he's amazing. He has unbelievable statistics. What do you think? Is that normal for him? We know it's a good player, but this level it's really impressive.
Well, yeah, he's always been, I mean, the kind of guy that he wants to win so much, which means that he is also, I mean, he's the most focused player, I mean, I've ever played with, because he just doesn't want to be the guy to make the mistakes. And then he has amazing aim on top of that. And it just means that at this kind of event, unless something goes very wrong, he will just continually get those big rounds. And he's doing it now, and we hope he will against NIP too.
Yeah, we hope it's going to continue because we want to see some really good action. Let's speak about the event now. Let's get back on the groups. You face High Bow Power. Can you get back on that game? Didn't look so hard for you.
Nah, I mean, we'd been looking before the event. When we realized they were in a group, we looked at how they played. And to be honest, on Nuke, we just had perfect reads. I even think with how well we knew how they were going to play, we should have won even bigger because they did everything we expected. At least for the first half, we knew exactly what they were doing almost all of the time. And yeah, it was just, I mean, no matter how well they were playing individually, because we were also good, they just had no chance.
Wasn't Nuke a ballsy choice for a best of one? You know, in this kind of group, you can lose a game, even your first one. And Nuke is a very city-sided map. Did you think about it when you choose the map? Did you say, man, if you're losing some round, maybe in T side or in city side, it's going to be very, very hard against every team. Maybe harder than a map like Dust 2 or Inferno when you can come back more easily.
Yeah. Okay, so with how the veto system works here, because we had the upper seed, we knew if we ended up on Nuke, we knew what we were going to veto, obviously, and we had an idea what they were going to do. We knew we could start CT first. And we know that our CT side on Nuke is good. And then, I mean, of course you can say, okay, if we fail it's the first game, then we get behind on CT side Nuke, and that's really bad, then they can lock it down. But I think at this kind of event, with so many good teams, you just have to believe in yourself. So, I mean, we know we're good at Nuke, so we were really fine with playing it when we knew we could start CT, and it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Then you face Reason, another Danish team. There's 3 nations coming at this event with 3 teams: Sweden, France, and of course the Danish ones. Those 3 nations are the big ones in Europe. You know, the best scenes in Europe with the most competitive teams. How do you feel? Do you feel Danish scene is better than Sweden or France? Do you maybe have fear about the Sweden team? How do you think? Is there a position maybe? Sweden. I'm going to say anything. Sweden, France, Danish, French, Sweden. How do you place those nations?
Well, I think it's hard not to say Sweden first because I mean, both Fnatic and NiP have been winning the biggest tournaments.
And LGB is very strong too.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, before this event, I mean, LGB, no doubt they're good, but I mean, the 2 others have actually won the majors. And then there's Titan, who has won some of those. But okay, they also won ESWC, so you could probably say that France is as good, but yeah, so okay, France, Sweden 1, 2, and then Denmark, because we haven't actually won any of the majors yet.
Okay, I come back on reason. It's a special game when you're playing against players from the same nation, because you used to play them. So what's the spirit before such an important game, especially for the last game of the group?
So I mean, it's like against any other team, I guess, against the Danish teams, because we play with them, I mean, on a day-to-day basis, and the players are friends with the other players, they know them really well. But still, again, I mean, we were the favorites, so of course that's some pressure on us. I mean, we really don't want to lose in the groups, but we really don't want to lose to another Danish team in the groups that we think we should beat. But I mean, it's pretty much like that against every team, so it's really not that much of a difference. Yeah.
Okay, one more question before you can keep watching on your team. Yesterday you had the experience playing on that stage. You know, some people said the real competition only start when you're on the stage. The groups don't matter. How does it feel? This crowd, this scene for you and your players? Was it? When you spectate that, it's amazing. And how the feeling when you're playing on that stage?
Well, to be honest, as soon as you're in the game, it's not that much of a difference. Now, of course, I didn't actually play yesterday, so I was standing behind them, so I felt it more because I was stood up and I could see them. But for the players, if they want to, at least, they can just look at their monitors and they won't notice. Some of our players like to cheer make the crowd cheer. And when they think that's fun, then of course it can help if you win a round. But yeah, I mean, most of the players have done it before, so it's not. I mean, I guess if we get to the main stage in the final, there will be even more, and then I guess it will get really loud. So maybe then we will notice it. But I mean, with the helicopter headsets, you don't really notice it that much. It's a fun experience before and after the game, but during the game, it doesn't make too much of a difference.
Yeah, you keep focused on your game and still go. It's good. I think it's better. We heard that there was some trouble with some players heard the casters on stage. Someone said that there was a problem on your game. Some player complains about hearing the caster. Is that true, or is that just a rumor, a gossip?
Well, okay, I'm pretty sure our players can't hear it. Also because there's also music and stuff. Sometimes, I mean, I can hear like 2 words maybe, but it's so little, and to be honest, I mean, most of the time it's okay, no offense to the casters, but most of the time we know more about what's going on than they do. Of course, sometimes they can give away something if you can hear it, but it's, for us at least, it hasn't changed anything, and there wasn't a time where we felt that our opponents heard anything either, so I don't think it's a problem.
Okay. Real final question now. As a coach, now you were a player, now you're a coach. We see more and more coaches are already really playing like playing with this team, you know, with the headphones and with the microphone, helping them being on TeamSpeak. We saw Khan do this for Fnatic on the DreamHack. Is that something you're working on? Something you want to do? Get more? I don't know. Is that something you're looking forward to be really a great part of the team, like the sixth player?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's, of course, it has to be like a balance. I can't keep talking all the time because then it's just annoying. But I mean, the big difference is that I can see everyone's screen, and so every time there's communication on the team, I listen to it, of course, and I see, okay, did they understand what he meant? Because sometimes I think the biggest change I can make is that I can fix any miscommunications. So whenever someone misunderstands anything, or you know, in the heat of the moment when you're shooting at 3 people, you might say too much or too little, and then I can fix it easily. And sometimes that can, I mean, help to win a round. And if I can just help them win 1 extra round at this level, it's a big difference. So yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for this answer, and I wish you good luck for this game. It's gonna be a really good one. Whoever's gonna win this, and wish you good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.